Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. This is 2007 Sequoia 4-wheel drive SR5. She has roughly 237, I believe, miles on odometer, 237,000 miles. And there is not correct function of the 4-wheel drive system. So when you push it in 4-wheel drive high in the cabin, sometimes it will go, sometimes won't. So it's kind of intermittent, and there is not manual use or engagement, it's a electric. So this is a motor or actuator. You can find it under similar names or these two different names. It's either transfer case motor or transfer case actuator. I'm not sure if this one is new or replaced. I will think it was replaced because there are these marks on it. I never saw it from Toyota, so it might be already once replaced, this unit. I'm waiting for the parts which are late for this truck, so I decided to have a quick peek inside. If you want to see what is inside, stay with me in this video. So just removing these nuts and taking the whole thing off, which you might think will be easier or something. That's not going to happen. You can save yourself time. There's 3 nuts, what is it, 12s I believe. These ones which are holding it top and back, but don't waste your time with that. That will do no good. You will be not able to disconnect it from the transfer case, because that shaft which goes inside, it's connected there. It's either 1 or 2. It was changed through the time, so I don't know exactly this one. I didn't look it up. I'm just curious if this is not full of water. That's one thing. There could be also sometimes what happens, the contacts on the motor, they will crack and it needs to be resoldered. That will completely help. So I like how patient you are. You are not screaming faster, faster, Peter. You are just the best. I will be very gentle with it. It's really important. There is a rubber gasket, and let's see what's up with that unit, and maybe there will be obvious damage. Will be so obvious that we can fix it for this owner. That's not something what I do every day. So I rather move that than damage something inside. Let's see. Yep. So you will have a good treat. See, it's still a little bit problem for me to get it out. It barely makes it out, but we got it out, and you will have great treat here, able to see inside of this actuator. I will keep changing the light for you so you can see how it looks like. Thank you for your patience, but it's really dark here and it's not so easy to film that, also the angle and everything. But look at that, how often you have a chance to have a look inside of this actuator. But I was saying, there's the motor, these 2 contacts on the back, they sometimes crack from the vibration. Now we see the rod which keeps moving that. It's completely out right now. I will give you a different angle. You can see the rod. Hopefully you see it right now. I'm trying to change that lighting, but it's in the back right there. That's the rod which keeps coming. It's being moved by these motors in and out. So this is absolutely clean, well lubricated. On the first impression, the first impression is there's no mechanical damage. Obviously you see there's no moisture in it and so on. It's in pretty good condition. I was hoping that while I'm waiting for the parts, I can do a little miracle for him and he can be good to go, because he's complaining that function is intermittent. Let's see what we can carefully do without messing up anything. This is our inspection. I have changed lighting for you so you can finally see that rod for the 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive engagement. So that's all the way out. Now here is a switch. It's a micro switch which is following cam. I will expect a little click from that. Not sure if the switch is bad actually. Normally they click. So this switch is following cam on one of those wheels. I will show you. This is the back of the other one. Can you see that? Yeah. So this cam is being followed by that micro switch, and that decides when it will stop and when it will go backwards. One of the checks everybody can do is carefully put back in the correct position, watching for that micro switch. There is that gap right here. I will engage it in that shaft, and I'm just holding it here. I will observe the shaft moving in and out freely, which goes, except right now it cannot continue. It's hitting something, so it starts moving absolutely freely. I'm observing the micro switch is in this position actually fully open, so it's not being engaged. But right away here, when I start turning it in, there was a problem. Oh, now it's going. Now, because I helped myself with the main shaft, it's finally going in. So I will leave it in fully open to the left position. I'm checking, yes, micro switch, it's fully open, and now I carefully will start putting back the other wheels, which maybe you will have a big laugh, because this is not easy to hold it all together. Oh, this one actually is cooperating with me incredibly. You saw it. I thought it will be jumping out on me. Here is the last one. And that should all nicely connect. There is a problem with the clearance coming straight on it. I don't want to damage those contacts, which is the long part. I already mentioned that. So I even remove that steel cover here and I loosen these 3 bolts. Even that little wiggle room should help me to insert those contacts perfectly straight inside without damaging anything. I had a little bit of issue with that. It didn't want to go. But now, oh yeah, this is the first time I'm clearing it correctly. And I should be actually perfectly there. That was pretty, little bit scary, because the weight of all of it tries to fall down on me. But look at that, we got lucky and we can start putting it together. So maybe you will be able to see it with me. There's the connector, but if you use the mirror, obviously my head will not fit there. So I want to see that the contacts made it correctly all the way in its place, and actually it's perfect. Excellent. Now I'm going to put everything together and then I will test it. Now, do I expect any improvement? No, I don't. You can call me pessimist, but we basically only took it apart, saw that everything's fine there. I'm questioning that micro switch. And just for the record, everything is nicely back and in place, including the electric connector, vacuum line and so on. And I jumped in the vehicle. It was saying in the green that it was in 4 high. So I pushed the selector. It flashed a few times and went off. So let's go and see what we discussed, that we will look at it together, if it actually works or doesn't work or whatever. Oh yeah, I just heard them. The relays clicked, but nothing happened. Oh yeah, you heard that? You heard that bang in the vehicle? It engaged, so it needed that movement. Let's turn it back to the 2. I will push it now. Yep, it went off. I heard clearly the relays clicking and I heard a bang underneath the car. So I'm glad I was able to show you what is inside of that actuator. So I hope you enjoyed it and please subscribe. I have way more coming your way soon. See you later, my friend.